Hi there, Aquarius. Welcome to your mid-month April 15th through the 30th reading. This is just a quick check-in for you. Thank you guys so much for being understanding with the delays in all my readings, as I've been pretty under the weather. I'm finally starting to feel better. However, I still have that nagging cough. So you may be noticing that I'm editing out any of those, particular moments where I'm just, coughing like crazy. In any case, let's get started with this reading. This is for April 15th through the 30th for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, and Venus as well. And I thought I'd start off with a Goddess Guidance card for all my Aquarius friends. So what message, what's the most important message for my Aquarius friends? Well, look at that. This card flew out and it landed on my arm. There you go. Let's see if you can get a good view of that. My lighting is terrible. So as I was getting ready for your reading, my light went out in my lamp. That kind of gives some light to this reading. So if some of you are feeling as though you can't see the end of the tunnel, know that this is a golden opportunity for you. Goddess Yemanya, I hope I said that right. Important doors are opening for you right now. Don't hesitate, Aquarius. Walk through them. I'm definitely feel that there's a sense of new chapters, new paths, new opportunities that are coming for you. And so when that light, literally, when that light bulb went out in my lamp, I felt some of you aren't seeing the opportunity that's in front of you. Some of you may be feeling as though no matter how much you're trying to move forward, you never seem to progress enough. Not that you're feeling pessimistic, like there's no progress, because I feel that you do see that there has been some progress. However, if you take a few steps back to reflect and observe and look at the big picture, I think you'll start noticing pockets of these golden opportunities that have been there all along. It could be in the form of new information, a new perspective, a new connection, networking, a new opportunity, a job, a friend, a family member, that sometimes they say something that has really nothing to do whatever's on your mind, but yet somehow it just clicks and it makes sense, and they don't even realize that they've helped bring clarity to the situation. Aquarius, I hope this reading brings you clarity, and I hope that this is able to help you in whichever way you need. So we're going to do a general and a love reading for you, but I thought I'd get a Goddess Guidance Oracle message to get the reading started for you. So let's get to it. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, as well as Venus once I move into your love portion. But let's get started with your general energies for April 15th through the 30th. And again, I'm sorry for the cough and the lighting. But let's get started here. Let's get to the most important message Aquarius needs to hear. If you believe, look at the colors on that card. Look at how nice that looks. Let me see if I can adjust this lighting. It's a little washed out, but there you go. Okay. If you believe, Aquarius, whatever it is that's on your mind, the first thing that comes to mind, if you're thinking negatively, pessimistically, or perhaps after that Goddess Guidance card, you're starting to feel a little bit more optimistic. If you believe that your plans will come to fruition, if you believe that those doors will be opening, then you will see door after door after door opening for you. However, if you end up with this tunnel vision where things start to seem dark and dim for you, then it will be increasingly more difficult for you to see what lies ahead for you. So we're going to clarify this. Let's see here. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, April 15th through the 30th. What does Aquarius need to know? If you believe, yes, closing out major cycles in your life, new chapters with that Wheel of Fortune. Whether you were ready or not, things started changing. Oh my goodness, this is all about forward movement. Look at that, with the Chariot card and the Six of Swords. You have two majors already. Three majors, the Judgment card. And the Tower card. But don't worry, the Tower isn't always bad. And even when the message may seem dim or dark or pessimistic, when the Tower card comes out, know that it's best to see it as an opportunity to rebuild something stronger, or to rebuild yourself stronger. Queen of Pentacles. Death card. You have quite a bit of majors. Things are definitely changing and moving forward, especially in a relationship or in a partnership. The Emperor. Okay. This can go a couple different ways for my Aquarius friends here. So generally speaking, so that I don't apply it to anyone's love life, we are going to do a love portion after this. But if you believe that you've closed out certain cycles of your life, certain chapters of your life, karmic cycles, attachments to people, situations, places, relationships that were not for your highest good, you've gained the strength, and with that, the momentum to say, no, I deserve better. The judgment call that you made was none of the shit from the past or the present was going to hold you back. That was your wake-up call. That you were going to stand firmly for what you believed in. Whatever cycle of your life that you felt needed to come to an end. A business, a partnership, a friendship, a relationship, a situation at work, in the home. I definitely feel that with the Tower card and the Seven of Wands here together, this is about defending your standpoint, defending your beliefs and how you move forward from here. And not allowing anyone to come in and say, no, you can't have it that way. No, you're not allowed to do this, or no, you're not allowed to do that. Especially for those of you trying to move forward financially, trying to create a business, trying to gain, financial footing. Because we have the Queen of Pentacles here right in the middle of it. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, but it's also significant in you trying to stabilize your home, your business, your finances. If you have felt as though every time you try to progress or move forward financially, or trying to build a better future for yourself, trying to build better relationships, a structurally sound present so that you can continue building for your future. Sometimes with the Chariot card, especially after certain cycles are closing out, you may be rushing too quickly towards your future, or trying to run through that checklist a little too quickly that you may stumble. And so sometimes you may skip a few steps because you're in such a rush to move forward. Plus, the universe may also be catapulting you forward, and you're trying to, regain balance, regain strength. And you take a moment to realize that there's no need to rush. You're moving forward through calmer waters. If you need to float and breeze through the next part till your next destination, when you finally feel like, okay, this is my new beginning, this is my do-over. Maybe that idea or that way that I handle a certain situation at work, at home, in my business, maybe it wasn't a sound judgment call, but now I've learned from my mistakes, and I know not to let certain people in the way I have in the past. Maybe I know who I can trust now and who I can't. For some of you, that was something that just became clear to you. If something was falling apart at work or in your home and you realized, now I know who I can trust and who I can't trust. And although some people may be saying, yes, I'm on your side, you can trust me, you're backing away. You're pushing people away. You're just like, no. I've seen your actions. I've seen your behavior. I trust my eyes more than I trust your words. And so with this Queen of Pentacles here, her type of energy, remember this is a general reading, so it can go vice versa. It doesn't mean that it's a female, but her energy is one of someone who's building and manifesting and bringing stability and growth into a situation, into a relationship, into a job. It's this sense of calm and quiet clarity to expand the tunnel vision you've had, to see the bigger picture of how to move forward, where you realize this has to end. The old ways, the old habits, the old relationships, the karmic partners. Because I see the end of a karmic cycle here, whether it was in a relationship, whether you felt that you were just down on your luck financially in a job. Every time you tried to manifest something, it just wasn't working out. But I feel that you have someone here that can be a stable and suitable partner for you to help you take back control of your life, of the job, of the situation. Maybe there's a new hire at your job. Maybe there's a new boss that comes in and you realize I can work better with this person. They understand what I've been trying to do. This person I can trust. Or maybe this is you saying, no, I've got to be the emperor. I've got to take charge of my life, of my finances, of my home, of my situation, of my business, of the next phase of my life. I will no longer make these types of decisions taking the wrong people or the wrong situations into consideration. So I see Cancer energies here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, definite Scorpio here, a little bit of the watery energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and I see Aries. So some of you may be dealing with these types of energies. Does not need to mean that that is a person that's in your reading, but their type of energies in terms of personality and how they work, how they respond, how they react. But I feel that this is starting to feel like you're moving past old ways, old cycles. And so if you believe that you are approaching, or you are at the beginning of a new chapter of your life, whether in partnership, job, finances, stability in the home, relationship. This feels like you got the clarity that you needed to say, you know what? I wasn't happy with the way things were before. Now I have an opportunity to move forward in a different direction that's more suitable to the goals or the plans or the situations, everything that I've had in mind for myself in the near future and in the distant future. So that is your general reading, Aquarius. I feel that if you haven't yet, you will soon be finding the clarity to be able to move forward, to rebuild your life in the areas that, you know, I think for some you didn't really feel that you needed to rebuild, but certain things happen that wake you up. With the Death card and the Judgment card, along with the Wheel of Fortune, those are major cards of death and rebirth, of redirection, of realizing and gaining the clarity that perhaps where you had been, the path, the road that you had been for quite some time wasn't the most ideal or wasn't the best. But I definitely feel that you're shifting your sails to something more positive, something that's for your highest good, Aquarius. Keep moving forward in the way that you want. So here we go, straight up singles and couples. Aquarius, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So we're going to pull a card for straight up singles and then coupled up, okay? Straight up single Aquarius, what is the most important message they need for the rest of April 15th through the 30th, 2019? One card, straight up singles, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Coupled up, married, dating, and maybe some of those in-betweeners that probably fall into both love readings. So here we go, coupled up, married, exclusively dating, and in-betweeners, Aquarius. Overall message, codependency. Who just got this? Was it Scorpio? I don't remember. I've already done so many readings. Couples with a codependency here. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. We'll get into that right after I'm done with the singles. Singles, reconciliation. So, reconciliation, remember, does not need to mean you're getting back together with someone, unless that is what you want. Some of you are saying, oh, hell no, I don't want that ex. I don't want to reconcile. I don't want to fix things with them. And that's all fine. But have you cut out the energies from the past? Are you still single because you haven't fully released yourself from the pain, from the abuse, from the manipulations of the past relationships? So sometimes the reconciliation has to be with yourself and forgiving yourself, for the mistakes, the misjudgments. There is that Judgment card again. And this is a different deck, you guys. Wow. Maybe for some of you, it's about reconciling issues with your mother or a mother figure, be it your baby mama that maybe you're still having issues with. So perhaps you've been, and there is that death card again. So judgment and the death card both came out in the other deck for the general reading. So some of you may be dealing with this, Scorpio. Here are the energies I see. Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, that can be you. This is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energies. Aries. Some of the same energies that you're still carrying from your general reading. So, reconciliation. Do you need to reconcile with yourself, with your past, the situations, the relationships from your past? Sometimes reconciliation isn't about an ex, but family members. Maybe some of you weren't getting along with your mother, or maybe, you know, all it took was a comment from your mom or your baby mama to say something that just kind of like rubbed you the wrong way, and you just couldn't shake it. You couldn't let it go. And being that you're an air sign, you probably overthought the situation way too much, more than you needed to. Because I do feel that some of you are just ready for a new beginning. You're ready to start dating if you haven't already. Maybe some of you have, you know, gotten on dating apps. Maybe you've been introduced to someone. Maybe you've gone on a blind date, and although maybe it wasn't exactly what you had anticipated or what you had in mind, you're getting your feet wet. But I feel a sense of knowing, gaining the clarity and knowing what it is that you need to put behind you. Knowing that certain things from your past relationships, be it family or exes, that they have taken a toll on you emotionally, that they have affected you and how you move forward. I get this sense of daydreamy vibes, like you're just daydreaming and hoping and praying and manifesting, trying to manifest a new partner that's going to come in and help you just move forward. Some of you almost feel as though this break, this time of being single has just gone on for way too long. I even feel as though some of you are saying, how could I have let this affect me as long as it has? There's a sense of self-disappointment, self-sabotage here. Stop making yourself feel bad, because you're saying to yourself, I'm my own worst enemy. I'm holding myself back. I know I need to let things go. Some of you have this need to say something to someone, to get it off your chest. And if that's what you need to move forward, do it. If you need to reach out to someone and say, hey, you know what? I've been thinking a lot about something, you know, XYZ. I just need to get a few things off my chest. Can we talk? Can we grab coffee? Can I, you know, whatever it is that needs to be said. And maybe you've just met someone and you've realized, you know, I want to do this right, but I feel as though I can't until I fully heal and release myself from the energies of the past. And you're pretty determined to move forward once you meet someone, or once you've gotten to that point of, yeah, it's time for me to move forward. Absolutely it is. That person isn't worth me holding on to their energy. They're not worth me holding myself back. And so I do feel as though you're slowly moving forward towards the rebirth that is Aquarius, and trying to move past everything. You want the new beginning. You want these new opportunities. Some of you are even thinking of having children. Some of you have children with someone. And it can be very difficult being a single parent and still holding on to pain from past relationships. Those of you that have come to the realization of, I am no good to my kids until I let this fool's energy go. It's that determination that kicks in, where you finally feel optimistic about every baby step you go moving forward, no matter how small it is. Pat yourself on the back. You're healing, you're releasing, and you're moving forward. The death card at the end here is about releasing yourself from the old, from those energies that do you no good, and you put an end to them. You put those feelings to death, that energy, that situation. No more crying over spilled milk. It's all about forward movement, reconciling with the past, basically, is how I feel, as though you're reconciling from the past situations. Some of you don't have the opportunity to heal a past relationship, and so you have to create your own closure, your own reconciliation. So I feel that for some of you, that's what's gonna have to happen from here on out, is for you to do right by you, and don't put that responsibility on anyone else. So my coupled up, let's see, my coupled up Aquarians, what is up with this codependency issue? Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So either you have people that are codependent on you, children, parents, family members, exes. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember who got the codependency card, but it did feel as though it was an ex that kept going to them, not allowing them to move forward. Sorry, I cannot remember. Maybe it was Capricorn. I think it was Capricorn. Okay, so maybe check out some of the other videos. I can't remember. Sorry, guys. So here you go. Aquarians, let's get to the bottom of this codependency issue. Drugs, alcohol, gambling, children, situations from the past, unable to release yourself from old relationships, old energies, old attachments. There is that 5 of Cups again that came out for the singles. Knight of Wands, shopping, gaming, sex addictions, food for some. Wow, a lot of watery energy. 7 of Cups, King of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, I see it now. Wow. 9 of Pentacles. There is that Tower once again. The 4 of Cups. Queen of Wands. I think the Queen of Wands has been coming out for you guys quite often. And the 2 of Wands. Okay. Aquarius. Aquarius couples, here it is. I feel as though some of you have been trying to break free from this codependency issue. Now, this can go vice versa. This can be you being codependent on someone, or someone, some situation is being fueled, is being codependent by you, by your attachment, by your whatever it is that you're putting out there. Right? Let me try to get this all in one screen here. One shot. Here we go. So whether this is about children, partners, situations from your past, situations in your household, if you have family members, friends, coworkers, there is a codependency here. For some of you, it has to do with money. I feel that you have way too many people dependent on you. Be it children, family members, exes, they're still coming to you for stability. And those of you that have already moved on to new relationships, new partnerships, this codependency of, I can't do this on my own, I need your help, needing to provide the stability for way too many people, yet I see someone here who's, 20s, 30s maybe, a queen here who's older than that, who can provide for herself, 30s and up, who can take action for herself, whether that's you needing to take action towards the road that you want ahead. Aquarius, I feel as though you have someone here who can be very emotional. I think they're emotionally attached to you. Their emotions run, up and down. They feel emotionally unstable. Crying, happiness, confusion, illusion. They come to you as though without you, they see no hope for their future. Without you, they don't know what to do next. It's weird. I feel as though this person's not sure how to create a life for themselves. And so they come and go with this attachment to you, where you try to give them some guidance and you try to provide the stability, be it financially or in the home. And then just when you feel as though you can release yourself from them, you get this bang moment, right? This lightning striking in your home and your stability, where you start to inherit their anxiety, their fear, their worry. But this is all to make you feel bad about moving forward. This is all about not wanting to be left out of a situation, not wanting to be left behind. Because I feel that with the Queen of Wands, this is a queen, doesn't have to be female, remember, this can be male or female energy. This is someone who wants to move forward, whether this is you or them. This is someone who wants to move forward, but they've gotten so used to this codependency of, you make my life easier. I don't have to worry about big life decisions. I feel like it's like you get sucked back in. Some of you may have teenagers or young adults that still depend on you. They act as though they can move on and live their life on their own. But then adulting is hard, and so they come back and they're like, Mom, Dad, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can pay rent. I don't know if I can make my car payment. Can you help me out? They've got a job. They've got the ability and the capabilities to build a life for themselves. And you think, I've done my job here. I've provided stability to a certain degree, and now it's time for me to move on towards my new life, my path. But there's a codependency here. That just as you're moving 2 steps forward, they're bringing you back 4 steps backwards. So it takes time for you to really take into consideration, take stock of what those future plans are for you. And whether this person is going to hinder them, whether you still have a responsibility to them, because if they're minor children, obviously you do. But I feel as though this person or people almost feel like they can't find the clarity on their own. They need you to help them find their path. And that's how it's presented to you. I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do next with my life. I don't know if I'm ready to move out on my own. I don't know if I'm ready for whatever it may be. And just as you think you're ready to move on your own path, this codependency brings you back. Now, on another note, for those of you that don't have codependent relationships, right, where you have people that are dependent on you and you feel like you can't move on with your life because you have too many people that are dependent on you, this is about drinking. This is about unhealthy habits, toxic habits. Because we've got a lot of cups here. Whether you're gambling your money away because we've got pentacles, or you're drinking in excess, but I feel that some of you may be running away from your responsibilities in the home or your marriage, partnership, relationship. So you may be reaching for that glass of wine, that drink, that beer. And then the more you drink, the deeper that emotional discontentment gets, where that sadness kicks in, that disappointment. Then you're reminiscing about how things used to be. And then you're like, fuck, what am I doing? Crying over spilled milk. And then you look at all the freaking cups in front of you. And you ask yourself, where did I go wrong? You need to take a look at these 7 of cups and start knocking them all down. One by one, the ones that aren't for your highest good. Get rid of them. Find your stability. Gain your footing. Figure out where you need to go, what you want to do with your life. And if it means rebuilding, because this became your wake-up call from your drinking, then rebuild. It's not going to be easy, and I'm not going to tell you that, oh, positive thinking and you'll be able to get there in no time. No, this is a difficult time for you to face and break through it so that you find the strength and the courage to keep moving forward. So that once you've broken free from these addictions and the codependencies, you have no problem ending up at that crossroads, your 2 of Wands, where you'll be able to find your best foot forward and keep moving forward from there. Aquarius couples, it's time to break free from these codependency issues. Whether we realize it or not, or whether we think we've got things under control, a codependency is never a good thing. If you have people that are codependent on you in a negative way, obviously I don't mean it like you've got children and you've got to raise children. I mean in a codependent negative way. There's nothing positive about a codependency. Dependency is one thing with your little ones, right? You're raising children. Codependency is another. And you may have this codependency issue of feeling the need to help everyone, even when it's not your responsibility. And when you've given so much of yourself, your time, your energy to people that aren't always deserving of it, that becomes your wake-up call. And so you get more selective in terms of who's worthy of my time, my energy, my love, what I can provide them. Archangel Chamuel. Beloved one, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Wasn't this one in your first part of April? Maybe I'll link it here. You could check out your April 1st through the 15th. I want to say this was part of that reading. So this is obviously affecting your soulmate relationship, the codependency issues. And maybe you think that you've had things under control. Maybe you feel that your drinking has been under control, your, codependent attachments, relationships, gambling, shopping, eating. This is a reminder that no matter how under control things might be for you, this is just another message of needing to break through, break free from the codependencies around you so that you can continue to work on your spiritual soulmate relationship. Let's pull one more. Archangel Michael, remember who you are. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God, and you are very loved. So sometimes these codependency relationships or situations manifest because we want to feel as though we're needed. We want to feel appreciated, loved, cared for. You don't always have to break your back to receive that kind of love in return. And then you need to know the difference between whether or not that's love, gratitude, appreciation, or someone being codependent and taking you for granted that you have provided something for so long. So that is your message for my Aquarius friends. I hope this reading finds you well. Those that celebrate Easter, happy Easter. Have a wonderful April. If you are interested in being on the wait list for future readings, because I'm trying to catch up to everything and, falling behind here. My calendar is closed at the moment, and once I figure out my recording schedule and my work schedule, putting it together, I'll be able to open up a few days for personal reading appointments. If you're interested, my email is in the description box below. Those of you that have already messaged me and I haven't returned your message, I apologize. I'm getting to them. I just really wanted to get all these readings out. I will be back on my Instagram account soon. Really, my priority was just trying to get all these readings for you guys. I didn't want them delayed any longer. So if I can please get a thumbs up, I would love and appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful April. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Happy Easter, and we'll see you in May. Take care. Bye.